Good morning, everybody. It is 6 minutes past the hour of 2 on the 6th of December 2022. How are you doing today? Well, the hours of this morning. What have you been up to the day before today? What have you got planned for the rest of your morning and day? Uprooted artist here on Spreaker talking to you today. Okay, so we are going to look at some topics of the week and how it's begun and how it's going to go. Okay, so good morning, good night, and good morning to everybody. I have been listening to a little bit of the news. I hardly watch the news. I read it online. But what's come to my attention is this pandemic on the strep A situation where the children are dying from strep bacterial infection. And what do we do to protect our babies, our kids? Do we lock down the schools? Do we give our kids antibiotics? What do we do to protect them? Would the schools tell the parents if there was a problem with a child in the school having strep? Would we know about it? I'm not sure yet, but I have a child and it does worry me a bit knowing that somehow we would all want to protect our children away from any types of diseases and colds and illnesses and such. I was just reading something. So, where do we go from now? Let me read you a little article on it. I know it's very early and I've got a sleepy voice, but I am awake at the moment. I would love to order myself a microphone and such soon. I had peace, so you can't hear a lot of my sharp tones. So strep A. This is according to the BBC News. What is strep A and what are the symptoms to look out for? Strep A it's a bacterial sometimes found in the throat or on the skin. Many people carry it harmlessly without even knowing, but they can spread it to others who might become ill. How can you get it? People can catch it through close contact and from coughs and sneezes. Outbreaks can sometimes happen in places like schools and care homes. What are the symptoms? Most often, symptoms are mild, a sore throat or skin infection that can be easily treated with antibiotics. But strep A can cause a range of things, and some of them are more serious. One is scarlet fever, which mostly affects young children and again needs antibiotics. Strep A, what to look for? High temperature, swollen glands, sore throat, rash, muscle aches. What is scarlet fever? It is notifiable. It is a notifiable disease, meaning health professionals must inform local health protection teams of suspected cases. This is so they can be treated quickly and possible. Outbreaks brought under control. It causes a rash and flu-like symptoms, including a temperature, sore throat, and swollen neck glands. On darker skin, the rash can be more difficult to detect visually, but with a sandpapery feel. Someone who has scarlet fever may have what doctors call strawberry tongue, because its appearance looks a bit like a strawberry. Is strep A dangerous? Very rarely strep A can also cause something called an invasive group A streptococcal infection, or IGAS. This can be deadly. Invasive diseases happens when the bacteria gets past your immune defenses. This can happen when you are already ill or on treatments, such as some cancer therapies. Warning signs of invasive disease included fever, a high temperature above 38°C, severe muscle aches. Urgent early medical help is essential. The UK Health Security Agency advises anyone with high fever, severe muscle aches, pain in one area of the body and unexplained vomiting or diarrhea should call the NHS 111 and seek medical help immediately. What to do if your child is unwell? If you think your child may have any symptoms from strep A, then you should speak with your doctor. Tell them if you have been in contact with someone who has had strep A recently. Can adults get strep A? Yes, anyone can catch it if they come into close contact with someone who is infected. Most people will not get very sick though. Is there a vaccine? No, strep A is treated with antibiotics. What is the UK doing about it? Investigations are underway following reports of an increase in infections in children over the past few weeks, particularly with some causing severe illness. Currently, there is no evidence that a new strain is circulating. The increase is most likely related to high amounts of circulating bacteria. Well, a lot of children are dying because of the strep A situation. So I will be doing my own research on natural herbal remedies for my child, because my child does not have a flu vaccination. He's not had that before. He is asthmatic, but not severely. But, I would like to look into it and see what I could do for, my own family. That may be an alternative to antibiotics. I send my condolences to the families that have lost their children recently due to this strep A disease. It's not a nice thing to have, not at all. So I just, look after your kids, show them you love them, be careful and be mindful of other people. Get all the information that's out there if you do not understand what this strep A is. It's good to have knowledge on these things instead of thinking you know something when you don't actually know. Read up about it, do your research. Don't just go into a fear situation because it's not going to help nobody at all. So yes, make sure that your child gets a shower regularly. They wash their skin behind the ears. Clean the nose out as well. Make sure you clean around the nose. And cleaning the mouth as well. All this may not prevent anything from happening, but it may help. All because strep does live on the skin as well as in the throat and the nose and stuff like that. So I'm going to say good night to you all, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye.